We are good to go. Victor, welcome to the DP World Tour Championship. It has been an incredible year for you on both sides of the Atlantic with FedEx Cup and Ryder Cup. Just sum up how your year has gone, if you can.
Yeah, it's been incredible. Feels like it's gone by really quick. Ever since, especially from Memorial, the first kind of win this year, and then FedEx Cup went by so quick, and then it was Ryder Cup, and that week went by super quick as well. And yeah, it was such a highlight of just my career, and it's been really nice to have 6 weeks off after that and kind of let everything sink in. But it's good to be back.
And you've won in Dubai before, just a couple of years ago, at another Rolex Series event. How much would it mean to win out here again at the season-ending event?
Yeah, I love golf here. The golf courses are really good. Weather is nice. Food is good. I just really enjoy coming here. Would obviously like to win at another course over here. And I think this course suits me well, so I'm looking forward to playing some good golf.
Lovely. Okay, we will take questions. We'd like to go first to Jamie.
Victor, you was on such a great roll, you know, going up to the Ryder Cup, through the Ryder Cup and everything. When you had your 6 weeks off, is there any fears that the magic might sort of disappear in that time off? And how do you, I know you need the time off, you're not a machine, but yeah. How do you hit the ground running again?
Yeah, I took 3 weeks off. I was home in Norway and I didn't really touch a club at all, so that was really nice. I can't remember the last time I've taken 3 weeks off. I think the most I've kind of taken 1 week off, and then I always try to play and get back to it, because there's always that fear of, you know, what's the game going to be like when I come back playing. And it was a little bit rusty, of course, but I would say this is kind of the first time in my career where I felt like, oh, I haven't completely forgotten about it. You know, it felt like the technique's in a good spot, and I kind of know what to do, that even after some time off, it doesn't feel that far off. So I went to Oklahoma for a week and started practicing and playing again, and felt like the game started coming pretty quick. And you know, that doesn't mean I'm going to play amazing this week, but you know, I'm just excited to play, and if we play well, great. If we don't, well, we try to learn from it.
Oh, follow up.
What was the reception like in Norway? Were there people lining the streets, or were there? No, how is your? Are you up there yet with Mr. Haaland, or?
I don't know about that, but obviously what he's doing, and a couple of the other Norwegian athletes are doing these days. It's pretty incredible. It's cool to be Norwegian and root for all the Norwegian athletes out there. It's been amazing. But it's been fun to just kind of. I had a lot of friends and family that came to Ryder Cup, and it was just nice to share that experience with them, and everyone that I hung out with when I was at home, just talking about the experience. It was really cool, but it was, especially after a week like that, is a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of people, so I really enjoy just kind of staying pretty low key and recharging the batteries.
Okay, to Jon.
Just to kind of follow up on that, I mean, if we give Haaland 10 out of 10 in terms of public awareness in Norway, where would you be?
I don't know. I don't spend enough time in Norway to kind of know that, but I mean, compared to Holland, I don't know, maybe a 5. I don't know. It does seem like a lot of people are following and paying attention to what I'm doing, which I think is really cool. And I usually ask a follow-up question: do you golf, or where do you play golf? And surprising number of times they'll say, oh, I don't golf, I just like to watch. And I think that's really cool, because I think for the most part the people that watch golf are people that play golf. So if we can get more people that don't necessarily play golf to watch it, I think that's a really good start.
We're going to go to Ian. His head is behind that light there, if you can see him.
Victor, other sports players from other sports tend to use golf as their relaxation when they have their time off. So when you're in that position of, you know, putting the clubs away, what do you do to chill out? What other pursuits would you do?
Yeah, I was surprisingly bored. You know, I enjoy playing golf. Not, you know, I don't have to be at the golf course 6 hours a day just grinding. It's almost, as you said, it's therapeutic just going out there hitting balls for 45 minutes and then just go home. It's nice to just go out and do something. But went out for a lot of walks, just hung out with a lot of friends, working out, just staying active. And, I really like listening to podcasts, try to learn as much as I can. And I've been trying to, I haven't really read any books in my entire life. So I kind of want to take up reading a little bit more and just, learn some more things.
What sort of podcasts?
A lot of kind of self-improvement stuff. There's a lot of biohackers out there. I just always try to optimize the things that I can do. If I want to recover better, okay, what can I do to recover better? How do you sleep better? How to just random little things like that. How can you supplement better? And then some history stuff, and then, just exploring kind of mysteries of the world, pyramids in Egypt, or I was in Malta over the break, and they have a lot of ancient temples there, and just kind of learning more about history, where we all come from, and it's not something that I feel like a lot of people think about where we come from, but it's just a crazy question, and the more you think about it, the crazier it gets. So it's just interesting.
Okay, mostly on this side with Rue at the back.
You're obviously quite a modest living guy. You don't indulge in too much. I think you live quite modestly, but you've obviously had an incredible season. Golf Digest I don't know if you've seen the Instagram post, but 33 million. 1.4 million per event, $5,000 per shot. Was there a point in this season where you actually thought about how much you were playing for, or how much this putt was worth, or?
I knew FedEx Cup was 18 million, but I really didn't have an idea how much I made this year. It's cool. It's nice to have. Like, I don't mind it, but I just, when I'm sitting here, and especially after the Ryder Cup, and I'm just looking over the year, it's the experiences and the moments that we had in Rome. That was incredible. And then just looking back to, hey, I won 3 times this year, big time events, and I'm really proud of the way that I won those events, because I don't feel like I would have been capable of winning those events earlier in the year. I feel like I've taken a big step to be able to win those events. So I'm thinking back to that stretch as, I got a lot better this year, and I was able to achieve some things that I wouldn't probably have done before. So that's kind of how I'm sitting here and thinking about that. But obviously the money is nice as well.
Will you treat yourself to anything this winter?
Nothing, not necessarily like materialistic thing, but I took my mom to a nice trip to Malta, and we went there and hung out and ate good food and checked out some places and sightseed a little bit. So that, that's the stuff that's cool.
Okay, another question from Jamie down here at front.
You could probably buy Malta if you wanted to now. What would you... I know this is a stupid question, but I know I asked it anyway. Would you prefer... What was your favourite? Winning 18 million at the FedEx or winning the Ryder Cup?
The Ryder Cup was awesome. I don't... Obviously, winning the Tour Championship was more important for my career, but the memories from Rome was, I'm going to remember those moments for a lot longer, and those memories are a little bit stronger than winning Tour Championship. Just everything was just perfect for our perspective that week. Luke did a great job. Everything was just so prepared, and when we got to that week, it was just kind of it was smooth. We all knew what we were going to do. We had a plan, and we just trusted the process, and it was I think even from the people that watched and from the American side that I've talked to when I was in the States, they all thought it was a great Ryder Cup regardless of the results and who you rooted for. So I think it was just a great event, and to share it with all the people that are a part of it, I think it doesn't get any better.
Perfect. And a quick question from Dean, and then we'll wrap up.
Victor, every time you tee it up, you'll be wanting to win, of course, but how do you manage those expectations after such a long break?
Yeah, I mean, 6 weeks it feels like a long time. You know, you need those breaks to recharge, and because it's hopefully a long career, so you gotta, you know, you can't play every single event that's out there. But I do feel like my game is good enough to step up and play just as well as I did before the break. You know, it's gonna be maybe a little bit rusty, but I still have the mindset, and I think just this year, with how much I've improved and the tools that I have, you know, I feel like I can still shoot pretty nice scores without having my best stuff. If I hit a couple of bad shots, yeah, I might make a bogey or two, but I'm not going to let that ruin the round or the tournament. You know, I put so much pressure on myself before to play perfect golf because I felt like I had to play perfect golf to win tournaments, but I don't believe that I have to do that anymore. So it's almost like, yes, there's more expectations because I know what I'm capable of doing, but at the same time, if I don't play to that level, I'm not going to freak out either. So there's a sense of calmness.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.